This next song is about a scourge that's plaguing this great land of ours. No, I'm not talking about Monsanto. I'm talking about the infestation of killer bees. Hit it, Pilliard. Those crazy killer bees, those wacky killer bees, they're bringing everybody to their knees. They're buzzing all around. Everyone in town keeps their front door shut and the windows down. And I don't blame them. Those crazy killer bees, those wacky killer bees, when they get through with you, you'll be Swiss cheese. Some folks try to tame them, but instead they just inflame them. But those killer bees, they don't get mad. They just maim. They just maim them. They just maim them. They maim them.
People are horrified at the mayhem, but those smart-ass killer bees, they think it's funny.
Slight malfunction.
And I don't blame them. When they get through with you, you'll be Swiss.
Cue here. 3, 2, 1.
My apologies. I can explain what happened. He was a little off. Okay, Pilliard, those crazy killer bees. Take 2. Those crazy killer bees. Those wacky killer...
Excuse me.
Killer bees. They're bringing everybody...
Excuse me.
Problem?
I was a little off?
A smidgen.
Why am I always the one who's a little off?
Well, you do have that little timing problem. That little timing...
Oh, I think it might be you, my friend, who has the timing problem.
Look, you, me, what's the difference? Let's just do the song.
I'm out of the mood.
Well, get in the mood. Look, our people are waiting.
People schmeeple.
Don't schmeeple the people. Why do you think they're here? To see us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, mostly to see you.
Oh, to see me?
Yeah, to see you.
Okay, well, sure, I'll give it a shot.
All right. Okay, let's go. Let's pick it up with, when they get through with you, you'll be Swiss cheese.
Okie dokie, Swiss cheese it is. Oh, and Pilliard.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
You name it, buddy.
You might want to consider trying to stay on key this time.
Hey, I was on key.
Not so much. Pilliard, I hate to break it to you, pal, but speaking of cheese, you were sharp as cheddar.
No, speaking of cheese, you, my friend, were flat as some kind of cheese that's really flat. Oh, I know, Kraft American Singles. That's how flat
well,
you
excuse me, mister. I think I sound like Frank Sinatra.
I never said I sound like Sinatra. Tony Bennett? Maybe. No, I'm kidding. Look, I know I suck. I know he sucks. Face it, we both suck. Although I will say, I have been compared to such showbiz greats as Paul Schaefer, Howie Mandel, Mr. Clean, Curly. Yes, I have been compared to the great Curly Howard.
Sorry to rain on your little ego fest there, Pilliard, but while you're chatting with our people, why don't you explain to them why I always get billed as the previously recorded Pilliard Dickle?
Sure.
Has it ever occurred to you that maybe I am the real Pilliard Dickle?
I can explain that.
Please do.
I think I will. Wait right here. You see, Pilliard, it's really very simple. I am the present Pilliard Dickle because I exist in the here and now. You are a past Pilliard Dickle because you face it, you're nothing more than words that I spoke into a tape recorder sitting at the kitchen table day before yesterday. Sorry to break it to you, pal. Now, let's just do the song.
Well, I gotta hand it to you. That was a fine explanation, Pilliard.
Oh, well, thank you, Pilliard.
And you know, it came darn close to making sense. Now, can I have my say? Okay, look at things from my perspective. The me who is sitting at this kitchen table speaking these words into this tape recorder is the present me.
Was the present you.
Look, all I know is I am here now.
Correction. You were there then.
When you hear the sound of the spoon on the coffee cup, the time will be the present moment.
when you hear the sound of the squeaky pig, the time will be right now.
I didn't hear anything. I still didn't hear anything.
What are you, deaf?
Pilliard, freeze. Take a yoga breath. Man, you're spazzing out again. Listen, put down that squeaky pig. I think we need to have a little talk.
I think he's right. Excuse us.
Now think about it, Pilliard. How could I hear anything? You are a Pilliard Dickle that exists only in a hypothetical future that, from my point of view, hasn't even happened yet.
You know, I never thought of it that way.
And knowing you, it probably never will.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, Mr. Future Pilliard Dickle, I notice you forgot to mention to our people how unreliable you are.
Unreliable?
Yeah, I just can't count on you to finish anything.
Like what?
Well, get famous for starters.
Hey, the Today Show said, and I quote, Mr. Dickle is a born storyteller. And David Letterman said...
Oh, and what about all that crap on the carport you said you were going to clean up?
You put that stuff
And
in.
that whole yoga thing you were going to do.
I meditate.
Meditate my ass. You just sit there thinking about sex the whole time.
How'd you know about that?
100 sit-ups every morning.
Yeah, well,
Floss your teeth every night.
you know...
Finish that novel I started.
Finish that novel. Who started? You know, I'm supposed to finish everything he starts. Well, you know, you're not so reliable yourself, Mr. Past Pilliard Dickle. If you'd been doing sit-ups every morning, I wouldn't have this spare tire today. And if you'd been flossing your teeth, maybe I wouldn't have this receding hairline. You really want to do me a favor? Buy Microsoft. But you can't do it, can you? Face it, pal, your day has passed. Now, let's do the song.
Are you through?
You don't know, do you?
Listen, this is my day. Your day hasn't happened yet.
No, my day is happening. You, sir, are a has-been.
No, you are a will-be.
Has-been.
Will be.
Has-been.
Will be.
Has-been.
Will be.
Has-been. 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 I should have known better than to get into an act with a tape recorder. And the worst part is, he's right. I had my 15 minutes. The Today Show did call me a born storyteller 20 years ago. And where am I today? One of the top 10 kazoo players in Glenn County, Georgia. In southeast Glenn County, Georgia. That crap on the carport, it ain't going nowhere. If I had a carport, I live in a little one-room apartment over here, one bedroom, on First Avenue. Sitting there all holed up, stroking my cat. Nobody to turn to after a good movie and say, man, that was great. Nobody but the cat. It's not even my cat, it's the neighbor's cat. I have to lure him in with tuna fish and tomato juice. Oh, you know what people do after a good movie? They have sex. But I'm not having sex with that cat. Or any cat. He pretty much nailed it. That's my life, sitting at my kitchen table, drawing my calendars, trying to finish that novel he started, clacking a spoon on a coffee cup. There's a lot of truth coming out of that box. But you know what? I still rule, because I have this.
Oh, he has a finger. He can press a button. All hell, the mighty finger. Well, let me tell you. Hey, cut that out.
This is kind of fun.
Hey, that sounds pretty good.
It does. We ought to use that in our act.
Pilliard, do we still have an act?
We were good together.
Like Sonny and Cher,
Starsky and Hutch.
Itchy and Scratchy.
Moe and Curly.
What about Larry?
Larry.
Yeah. Listen, Pilliard, can't we get back like we were in the old days?
You mean like 3 minutes ago?
Yeah, listen, I'll make a deal with you. You be the future Pilliard Dickle, and I'll be the past Pilliard Dickle.
What about the present Pilliard?
Yeah, he can be Larry.
All right. You got yourself a deal, buddy. Let's get this thing
You
going.
ready?
I'm ready.
Squeaky pig?
Squeaky pig.
Kazoo?
Kazoo. Coffee cup. Egg beater. All right.
Well, check this out.
The hell is that?
A blender.
What else you got?
Hey, I'm in the kitchen, man. I got percussion out the yin-yang.
Well, crank it up, buddy. Because the Pilliard Dickle 1.5-man band is back. Those crazy killer bees, those wacky killer bees. When they get through with you, you'll be Swiss cheese. Some folks try to tame them, but instead they just inflame them. But those killer bees, they don't get mad. They just maim them. Decent folk are horrified at the mayhem, but those smart-ass killer bees, they think it's funny. Carnage and pestilence, to them that's recreation. They're touring the nation on a killing vacation. A killing vacation. Crazy killer bees, those wacky killer bees. I've even heard they employ Gordon Liddy. They're in bed with the mafia. They're mixed up with Corey Haim. They may be Rosicrucians, and I know their leader's name. Those crazy killer bees, those wacky killer bees, when bringing everybody to their knees. But they'll never conquer our great land, for I'll expose their master plan. We'll terminate those bees from hell. By the way, their leader's name is Norman Fell. Now, whoever would have thought, of all the people on the face of the earth, that a nice guy like Norman Fell would end up being leader of those crazy killer bees. Let's hear it for the